YouTube.
Hola.
Hello.
Hola.
Hey, you have a nice podcasting outfit. Do you have a podcast?
Me? Yeah, like 4.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Check you out, girl.
You are all fancy.
Yep.
We'll talk about that later.
We can talk about it now. It's okay.
Oh, wow. You just sound fantastic. So what are your podcasts?
Legends of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is about Marvel stuff. Gallifrey Public Radio, which is Doctor Who. Crimson Comet is The Flash. And More Than Chick Flicks is movies.
Cool.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I'm getting ready to start a Supergirl podcast, but I can't think of a clever name.
How about the Supergirl podcast?
My fallback right now is Super Awesome Supergirl podcast.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you on a certain network?
The Gonna Geek Network.
Oh, wow.
Why didn't we start a network or an empire?
We
I
should
feel like
have.
I don't
because I'm
know.
too lazy.
We really missed out.
Yeah.
You should have.
We were the first one of these stupid introcast things. No offense, Steph. I think this is a great concept. And then everyone else kind of started something, and we never thought, hey, we should start a network. It's really terrible.
Because we're not egomaniacal?
Speak for yourself. All right, we're live. Steph, anytime you're ready.
You're listening to PotentialCast, Season 7, Episode 17, Lies My Parents Told Me. While Buffy attempts to figure out the secret behind the first control over Spike, Principal Wood asks Giles to help him destroy Spike for good.
Tough.
Dun, dun, dun.
Good luck with that.
My name is Stephanie.
I am Kimberly.
This is Gabby.
I'm Illyrio.
There's Sadie.
Sorry.
And I'm Haley.
Hey, Haley.
Haley.
Welcome to the madness.
And so we were just saying that, Haley, you sound fantastic, and you have an awesome podcasting setup because you are on. How many podcasts do you have?
4 right now, soon to be 5.
Wow.
Damn.
How do you find the time?
You know that sleep thing everyone always does? Just
Forget about it.
Yep. It really kills your exercise regimen.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can
Tell
only
me about
imagine. I tried doing that many podcasts, and some of them faded away.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows, maybe some will be back.
I
Cough,
hope
Gabby, cough.
so.
Cough, Gabby, cough.
That'd be wonderful.
Hey, for those of you that have just finished listening to our last podcast, how can we compare last week's amazingness with this week's amazingness? Every good vampire has mommy issues. It was a great episode.
It was all right.
Oh, come on.
Oh, okay.
No, I liked it. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I liked it. What?
What?
I liked it. I liked it
What?
better than the last one.
Well, yeah. 'Cause
I mean,
it was
come
better
on.
than the last one.
This is
That I
awesome.
gave a 10 to. I don't know what to do this week. Stay
You're
tuned.
screwed.
Stay tuned. Yeah. Steph. Steph is muted. Hey, guys.
Yes.
Did you have the good fortune, like I did, to not notice that Juliet Landau was listed as a guest star?
Yes.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I never look at the bottom, remember?
I wasn't
Really?
looking. I wasn't looking for
I've
it.
seen the episode before. I don't
No,
remember
but
if I saw
the
that the
first
first time or
time,
not.
the
I don't
first time.
remember. That was a long time ago. I don't remember.
Oh, a long time ago. So
We're-
did you watch this live as it aired?
No, but I
you-
watched it on FX when it was. Oh, you know what? I did watch season 7 live. Yes, I did.
So did you start with season 7?
Actually, I think the first episode I saw was the season premiere of season 6.
Okay. So they're bringing Buffy back from the dead, yeah?
Yes, that is the first episode of Buffy I ever saw.
Oh, wow.
It's
Spoiler.
pretty awesome. I know, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of spoilers, for those of you doing Illyrio Spoiler Watch, I still haven't seen the spoiler.
Oh my god. I'm
that I've
dying to
been
know what the hell it
spoiled
was.
on, and there's like only a handful of episodes left. When will the spoiler occur? Oh, maybe Netflix told me it's not next week. We'll see. We'll see.
No.
So let me say right now, this episode had Drusilla in it. It had Spike's shitty poetry in it. It had the creepiest
Incestuous scene ever.
No, I'm not even there. I'm not even there. It had the creepiest sanctuary, quote unquote, I've ever seen featured in a. I'm sorry, and a shitty old version of iTunes. Shout out to iTunes.
Is that version 1.0?
Oh my god, it looked like Sound Jam. That's how old it was.
I'm pretty sure it was whatever version had all my music. Ugh.
I
Fuck
thought
you,
it
new
for a
iTunes.
second. I was like, is that the first time we see like an Apple like product placement?
No, didn't
No.
Willow always have Apple computers?
Yeah,
Yes.
Willow
Yeah.
always had an iBook.
For the
did
hacking.
Did they show like the Apple logo and
Yeah, yeah.
everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, they even showed the old flying saucer power supply,
Oh, that's true.
which was the best because you could wrap the coil, the cord inside the space in there. It was so awesome. It was great. I think my friend the captain is starting to take effect, so I may need some help very soon. Yeah, ahoy, Gax. So, Drusilla, Principal Wood finally tries to take out vengeance. We have Kim, as you were saying, the most incestuous what?
Oh, it was the creepiest scene. Like,
Uh-oh.
you want to be back inside me? What? Like, it was
Okay.
so disturbing.
That entire part where she is humiliating and I guess the word would be emasculating,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know how sexist that makes me that I'm using that term to describe what she's doing. So I tread lightly on it. The way she is treating him and humiliating him, and when he finds out that his mother always hated his poetry, when he finds out that she thought she'd finally be rid of him, and
Tears.
you see the reaction on this soulless demon, right? At this point, Spike is already a vamp. At this point, Spike is supposed to be already a badass. And you see how much this affects him. It is so, gut-wrenching and terrible and fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and then when he says sorry, and then Robin thinks that he's talking to him, and then he says, "I'm not talking to you." Oh, I'm so good. Kicks his ass anyway. Not even in vamp form. Oh, this episode was amazing. I loved it.
Well, and two, okay.
Oh, hi, Steph.
I'm so sorry. Look, my brother has shown up, and nobody else is here, and I told him I was podcasting, but he didn't care, and he goes, anyway. What was I saying? Oh, okay. So, you see, when Spike is turned into a vampire, when he's first turned by Drusilla, he's still such a mama's boy.
I know.
Yes.
That he wants to turn his mother, that he wants to take his mother with him on these killing sprees.
Yeah.
And okay, just the episode we saw
Crazy.
last week, what was last week?
It was
Storyteller.
Andrew's fantasy.
Storyteller.
Yeah. So when in the scene where Andrew is filming Spike, it's just a front he's putting.
Mhm.
So is this all this time? This is just a front that Spike is putting on. That really he's more like William the Bloody than he is like Spike.
And by William the Bloody, you mean William the Not So wants to get involved with blood in the first place.
Yeah, the William the Terrible poetry writer.
He's a mama's
I
boy.
think you mean amazing poetry.
To have remained a mama's boy. To have remained a mama's boy. To be talking to Drusilla, who is the most amazing person to have sired you and to what have you. To tell her that you want to include your mother.
Her reaction was priceless.
Her reaction was amazing.
It was like, you want your mom to live with us? Excuse me? What? What? I don't think so.
And I understand that this contravenes maybe stuff we kind of seen earlier, and that they're making Spike out to be more of a mama's boy vamp than they ever did before. But I don't care. This is quite clearly every good vampire has mommy issues. This is the proper title of the episode. I'm going to release our episode with that title. I don't care. The neurotic part of me says don't do it, but I don't care. This was amazing. What a character study. What a way to parallel and really to kind of give a corollary to what Robin Wood experienced, right? From the very beginning of the episode, when we're getting Spike and Robin's mom fighting in the park in the rain before she chases after Spike to then confront him in the subway and then get murdered, right? I don't know if I'm reading too much into it, but that's what I'm basically led to believe, that she told him to go find her, watch her, and then that's when later he finds out that she's dead. When we have the perfect kind of opposite of Spike realizing that his mother actually always loved him and that this was a demon talking to him and trying to make him feel bad, and Robin living with the fact that his mother never put him first and always put the job first, is really, really important.
Heartbreaking.
And that, for me, was at the core of this episode until I realized why the episode was not called Lies My Mother Told Me, and why they titled it Lies My Parents Told to Me, because the most important lie in this entire episode was what Giles did to Buffy.
Yeah.
The fact that after all these years, and after all this trust, and after all this back and forth, he fucking manipulated her and distracted her while Robin was going to kill Spike is the worst kind of betrayal, and I fucking hate him now.
No way.
I
Come
hate
on.
him. No, you
No.
don't do
Oh,
that.
that's harsh.
You don't do that. No, you do not do that. You do not do that to this. It is so reprehensible what Giles did.
Yeah, because
Absolutely,
How
absolutely.
so?
reprehensible.
He was trying to teach her a lesson like he's done since day one. He
No,
was teaching.
because
He was
when,
illustrating. Go ahead, Steph. Sorry.
when Buffy told Giles that her and Spike were romantically involved, Giles refrained from. He never chastised her or tried to talk her. Maybe he did try to talk her out of it, but he never accepted it. But he never really said anything. And so to go to and I understand, because this does seem within Giles' character of being okay with Spike being staked, because Giles never liked Spike.
Understood. But
But-
why try to do it behind her back is my issue.
Yeah,
My
that's the
issue-
only way that it's
But
going to happen.
it's still a huge betrayal.
Yeah,
Well,
it
since
is.
season 6, he's been pushing her to take more of a leadership role, make her decisions herself, not rely on him so much. And she makes this decision, and as soon as she makes a decision that he doesn't agree with, he goes behind her back and does what he thinks is best anyways.
I took it more like the whole scene with them talking in the cemetery is like you have to accept that people are going to die. And people need to die. And so she's like, yeah, I'll let Dawn die. I'll let any of my friends die. But she won't even admit that Spike, he probably is going to die. You know?
Yeah, but not murdered by some jerk-off
Well,
who just wants revenge instead of doing things for the greater good. Like Buffy said, at the end, he's the most powerful person they have on their side. He's on their side.
mm-hmm.
And they're basically going to try to, and I understand that the first had a plan to maybe bring him in later, and all is well at the end because this apparently gets Spike deprogrammed from the trigger.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I love that whole scene at the beginning where Principal Wood is basically doing Who's on First with Trigger, Soul, and Chip. That was fantastic. But, you know, like, the real issue is one of, if you're going to, if Principal Wood is going to try and murder Spike, and he's going to elicit Giles' help, the fact that Giles went along with this plan really, really disappointed me. I think that Giles, of all people, should know that you shouldn't lie to Buffy, and you shouldn't treat her like a child. And like what Haley said, he's been encouraging her to make her own decisions and be a leader. But all of a sudden, in this particular case, I'll treat you like an infant, and I'll do things behind your back.
Well, he probably has the thinking of she has her love goggles on and isn't thinking correctly. Do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Like, he's never done that.
Yeah, but he knows that when you have those goggles on, you don't make the best of decisions.
I understand.
Right?
I mean, the first opportunity to murder Spike, I don't know. I was really disappointed. I was really upset. And I don't like him. I'm very angry with him. Maybe I'll get over it by next week.
Well, let me read my fun facts so Robin won't be mad at me. All right, so David Fury says in the DVD commentary that the original title of this episode was Mother and Son, but Drew Goddard, the co-author, made him realize it was not only about the Woods, but Spike and his mother, Buffy, and her father figure, Giles, and the lies each parent told her son or daughter. Nikki said she loved Robin, but she didn't leave the slaying. As Spike mentioned, Spike's mother was always the loving one, but when she was turned into a vamp, she said all those things to him. Spike thinks it was the demon inside talking, but he couldn't be sure, and Giles, of course, is behind the conspiracy to kill Spike. Drew Goddard was asked by David Fury, the co-writer of the episode, since David was short on time to write the whole episode and prep for directing it. And this is technically a crossover. This episode,
yes.
Yeah, because hey, somebody's calling from LA. And I'm like, oh no, are we gonna see that guy? And we did.
His name is Fred. This episode features a Buffy Angel crossover. Willow receives a call from Fred and travels to LA. You will see what happens when Redemption Cast reaches Angel Season 4 to be recorded in the year 2525 when we all have flying cars.
Yeah, baby.
The vampire Spike's flashback also bears some resemblance to the story of the vampire Lestat. Lestat's mother, suffering from tuberculosis, becomes the first vampire to be sired by Lestat. Spike makes mention of his mother's personal physician, a Dr. Gull. This is Dr. William Gull, physician and extraordinaire to the royal family, and who some believe was Jack the Ripper. See From Hell, 2001.
Oh.
In this episode commentary, David Fury notes that a major reason Caroline Lagerfeld was cast as Anne was due to her notable physical resemblance to Sarah Michelle Gellar. Also, the name Anne was used because it is Buffy's middle name, although the name is never mentioned on screen during the episode. This episode can be noted as the sequel to Season 5's Fool for Love because the flashbacks of Spike's past continues right where Fool for Love left off once Spike was sired by Drusilla. This marks the final time Juliet Landau plays Drusilla on the series. She appeared in seasons 2, 5, and 7.
Boo.
But
Juliet Landau was fantastic.
Well, I mean, that's just Buffy, Maybe she's... Okay. Odds and ends. In the DVD commentary, it is said that during the teaser before Spike kills the vampire, he twirls the shovel he's using. He twirls it exactly like he did in Season 5, episode Food for Love. This action is a direct homage to that episode. Watch the scenes between Giles and Buffy in the cemetery. In most of the shots, they do not appear together. This is because the scenes with Buffy were shot separately from the scenes with Giles because Anthony Stewart Head was unavailable. His scenes were shot 10 days later. Buffy's lines to Giles, "Have you heard my speeches?" Is a nod to the online fan community who have criticized the number of times Buffy gives speeches.
That's awesome.
Unlike the end of Season 5, Buffy is now willing to sacrifice Dawn or any of her friends to save the world. This revelation sheds a lot of new light on what the first Joyce told Dawn in Conversations with Dead People. In a deleted scene, Giles tells Buffy he murdered Ben in Season 5.
Ooh.
I forgot about that.
Who say that again?
In a deleted scene, Giles tells
Oh, in a
Buffy.
deleted scene. Okay. Okay.
That would have been awesome. Damn.
Sorry, just having a nice, refreshing rum and coke.
You know what? It
So-
would have been nice if
Yeah.
at some point in 7 years of shooting this show, Sarah Michelle Gellar had learned how to believably throw a punch.
It's getting easier and easier to tell Stuffy from Buffy.
Yeah. Yeah. I suppose.
It's my biggest pet peeve of the entire series.
Although the fighting scene between Robin and Spike was fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I was like, this is the best fighting scene we've had in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, DB Woodside, I don't know if he has martial arts training, but I feel like he does. I think he's just fantastic. Like, I don't think they use a stunt double for him.
I think they did for a few, like the higher intense one when they throw him up against the wall and then he rolls over. I think there, but I think because the two of them are probably so physically fit and active that they can get away with more stuff.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
But yeah, I was like, the fighting scene, I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, it was really great. But yeah, total creeper room.
I
was wondering
crazy.
what was going to happen when he turned the lights on. I wasn't expecting all those crosses, but I was expecting some sort of dungeonous lair type thing.
I was expecting floor-to-ceiling posters of his mom.
Oh my god. When he was at the computer, I was like, is he turning on a webcam so people can watch it?
Oh, that would be amazing!
I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
By the way,
This is
that is
crazy.
the best scene in Kick-Ass. When Big Daddy's being set on fire.
Oh
There's
my
all
god.
those flashes. Man, I love so much of that movie. I'm so glad I didn't watch the sequel.
Ugh.
Why was it
It
bad?
was perfectly adequate.
All right. What a glowing endorsement. Yeah,
Doesn't
this
make-
episode was fantastic. I have nothing bad to say about it. Even the Willow's got to go to LA and take care of something. I might have some good news. Zoink. Whatever. Don't care. The Robin Wood Spike fight. Spike dealing with his mother issues. Robin maybe dealing with his mother issues. Giles betraying Buffy's trust. It was awesome all around. I don't even know if there was any other parts to this episode with any other characters. I don't remember them. Did we have any Xander and Anya or Dawn?
I think Dawn got
She's
thrown somewhere.
She got
Yeah.
slightly injured, and she screamed her little scream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when they tried to put the earworm from the Wrath of Khan into the eyeball instead.
Oh, that was kind of weird.
Yeah, that was weird. It was weird how he reacted in pain 5 seconds after it went in his eye.
It's once it hit his brain.
No, it's that they couldn't animate it properly with his moving face,
Yeah.
so they animated it before he started moving his face. That's more likely, I think. But yeah,
Yes.
yeah, she totally got thrown around, and then we see the return of the theme from the Friendly Giant. Oh man, it was really good. I have very little to add. I just really liked it.
Same. I enjoyed it. I always like the flashback episodes.
Mm-hmm. True.
I like people's origin stories.
Yeah, and it was really unexpected. I never expected that. And I thought
Yeah.
it was really, really, really great. It really added a lot to his character, especially with regards to why the trigger is important to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, because I'm so indifferent to Spike still. You know, I know that they're trying to make him to be a hero, but I enjoyed this episode. I appreciate it because again, you learn more from characters when you dig deeper into their history. I liked it.
Yep, agreed.
Any emails?
Yeah.
Or Facebook stuff?
Oh, we don't do the Facebook stuff anymore.
No.
Nikki Faith, you need to read. Or
I got this
Kim
one.
needs to read.
Oh, Kim doesn't have her iPod.
Okay.
iPad. Okay,
I'll read it.
Sorry.
I'm happy to read it. Guys!
Kim's doing her nails, yo. That's what's happening.
Are you doing it in a garden?
No.
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 You could be.
Where'd Gabby go?
I'm
Deb's
here.
Oh.
Jax, big episode. I've been eager for you to get to it. Can't wait to see what you guys have to say. What do you think of Giles' decision? Giles makes hard decisions and he's good at them. Like at the end of season 5 when he killed Ben so Glory wouldn't resurface. A necessary evil. But in Sold Spike? Is he as much of a threat as Glory was? I always go round and round on this. I can see where Giles is coming from. I can see that Spike is, or well, was a threat while the first Evil could still use the trigger on him, but he's such a strong asset to the group, too.
Mm-hmm.
And it just doesn't seem as cut and dry as the Ben Glory deal. Nikki, are you saying there's a connection between Ben and Glory?
Ben?
Or things with Dawn at that time. She was the key to opening all the dimensions at once, a clear threat, but we don't know what the first has planned for Spike, or if it would be world-ending in and of itself, or if it would even work. So very debatable if he thinks... So very debatable if he needs to be taken out. Though I lean towards no, he does not. But the one thing I definitely don't debate, taking Spike out behind Buffy's back is undeniably wrong. I was surprised that Buffy was so compassionate with Wood. She understood where he was coming from, but her willingness to let Spike retaliate if Wood tries anything again spoke volumes. But for Giles to be part of this too? Giles? I remember when this first aired, I felt as betrayed as Buffy. And when she slammed that door in his face, I just thought, wow, shit, there's no going back from this.
Mm-hmm.
Big stuff here. And on top of all that, the episode was really awesome with the flashbacks of Spike and his mom and Spike's psychological breakthrough. Ooh, and one more thing. Wood really thought he could trigger William the Bloody and not get his ass handed to him? Oh, and one more thing. Why did Willow get a call from Fred? Exciting times. 5 more epic episodes to go. Nikki Faye. PSS. Hope everyone had fun celebrating the 4th, or at least the half of you that are in the U.S. Actually, Nikki, I was in the United States for the 4th. I was in Washington, D.C. for the 4th of July. I attended the parade. I went to the International Spy Museum with Gabby and Maggie and some other fine folks. And we had a really fun time. So there.
It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I avoided being in the metro with someone that got stabbed to death.
Yeah, by
So
12
that's
minutes
awesome.
you missed murder.
No, it was 30
Murder on the
seconds.
Metro.
We missed that train by 30 seconds.
Oh my God.
Was it somebody? Did they know the person?
Most likely.
Stranger? Was
I-
it a robbery?
I don't know. It's a rather gruesome when you get the details of the thing. Pretty bad.
Well, I was at work 4th of July.
Oh. Really?
Me too. I
I
was
hope
at
you're
work for
getting
4th
like
of
double
July
time.
as well.
No.
What? Do you get time and a half at least?
No. And
Isn't
I
it a
am-
statutory holiday in Alabama?
No.
What?
Isn't it a national holiday? No?
I got holiday pay even though I wasn't at work.
Uh,
She wants to
Yeah.
punch you in the face.
Yeah, it's-
Me
you know,
too.
you're a math person, aren't you, Haley?
Yeah, but I'm not doing a job in a math field.
Oh. Don't work in healthcare, people.
Hey, everyone.
I
We
was
have
in a
voicemail
helicopter July 4th.
From Luchas.
Just.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Hello, PotentialCast. This is Nuke Chess, and here I've got some feedback for lies my parents told me. I have been waiting all season for this episode, or this is one of the episodes I've been waiting all season for. There's a couple of them that I absolutely love from this season, and this one I really, really like. The backstory with Spike is great, and you get so many awesome scenes, like "You want to take your mom with us" from Drusilla. I mean, it's fantastic.
Quote stealer.
They get in and they take care of the trigger, and it's really interesting. And of course, there's that division of Buffy and Giles, and I'm really digging it. I love this episode. I can't say enough good things about it, and I hope you really dug it too. Perks, in case you're needing help with some of the scoring, there's no Andrew, so there you go, no Andrew. It's really basically about some pretty awesome characters, and you watch them go through everything. Willow disappears, wonder what that's about, but yeah, no, it's this is all about Spike, and you get the full story complete now. We know everything about how he became William the Bloody after being William the Bloody Awful Poet. It's fantastic, and you really get at the heart of the matter. Did you think he was going to kill Principal Wood? I remember
Yes.
thinking when I watched it that he wasn't going to do it. Just because, you know, his whole "I can't, I have a soul" crap. Again, really enjoying this season, really enjoying listening to everybody's comments on what you were thinking. I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I did. I won't be too surprised if it turns out that yet again it's something I love and you guys are like, "Oh, that's lame, that's stupid." It's okay, you're entitled to your opinion. Mine's right. Everyone, enjoy.
Thanks, Nutty.
Love it.
Good point.
Rachel. I'm sorry I haven't commented for a while. Life and a new baby out of nowhere got in the way. Living it, by the way. Season 7 isn't my favorite, and this episode is probably a big part of it. What?
What?
To be frank, I hate this episode.
What?
Whoa. Even
I
I like
loathe it.
this one.
What? It's my
Loathe.
least favorite. What? Scratch that. It
Just
is my
kidding.
most hated episode of the entire Buffyverse.
Really?
Rachel!
I wouldn't go that
I'm
far.
shocked, actually.
Wow.
Rachel, listen, you're entitled to like what you like and not like what you don't like, but I'm really surprised. Remember when Buffy and Giles disagreed at the end of season 5, and although she snapped at him, he and all of her impotent friends once more put on their game faces and loyalty and protectively put themselves in the line of gruesome death for her, standing by her side, hiding their reservations or worries for her. This is what you get for being loyal and following Buffy. A big ol' fuck you and all your opinions. Who needs you anyway? In summary, fuck you, Buffy. Rachel, Team Giles Horn. That's the problem, Rachel.
Wow.
You're on Team Giles.
Agree.
Nope. Giles is the worst.
Giles is looking out.
Giles is the worst.
Greater good.
Yeah, I'm with Kimberly.
Oh my God, you guys!
He was tricking her. Well, okay, yeah, he was tricking her. That's not cool. But to make the best decision, ultimately, hello, vampire who cares if he has a soul, demon, not a
So,
good guy.
a couple weeks ago, we're all in a huff about about Buffy being forced to take on this extra knowledge, and we don't want it to be forced. But it's okay for Giles to force this
He's
and
not.
to lie to her.
He's teaching her.
He's not teaching her.
He's
Taking
teaching.
advantage of his possession as a Captain. Be quiet. Hey, hold on. Let me to refresh
Oh,
myself.
Captain.
He's taking advantage of his position as her mentor, as her father figure, to betray her trust in a way that he knew that he would be able to convince her to go somewhere where she would stay out of the way of murder.
She's
Murder.
never
He's
going
an accessory to attempted murder, guys. Are we
But
forgetting this?
she
But
would
who
never. She would.
Wait a nickel.
She would never kill him. At this
you
point.
guys are driving me to drink. I'm sorry.
No,
Right?
she wouldn't.
She wouldn't kill him.
Because she
And
loves him.
While they were in the cemetery, if she had come to the realization, you know what, I guess I gotta cut him loose, she would be thankful that Giles had already taken care of it for her.
This is insane. What you're
That's what
saying.
I think.
What you're saying is insane. I'm sorry. Here's the. I don't mean to really call you insane. I apologize.
No, it's totally,
Seriously.
it's totally fine.
I don't understand. I don't understand how we can be okay. I don't understand why it would be okay for someone to say, "Hey, come with me while we murder someone that you want to not be dead."
Mm-hmm.
There's no actual significant proof that Spike was going to be bad for them. And Giles fell for Robin's manipulation because he just wants Spike dead. Because as we know, I'm just waiting for my moment with the stupid bloody hand.
Is it murder?
Yes.
He's a vampire. He's not a human.
It's still murder. He's got a soul.
Well, and Giles has been trying to tell Buffy all this time, be serious. This is grave, what's about to happen. It's going to be terrible. People are going to die, blah, blah, blah. And so he just feels like Spike is a loaded gun about to go off at any time.
I don't think she sees or thinks clearly when it comes to Spike.
Right.
I don't think Giles does either.
You know what? You do have a good point. That's very true. He's a very polarizing character.
Yeah.
I think that's an excellent point.
And I know Robin doesn't.
Well, Giles was never even really okay with Angel.
Because vampire.
Yeah.
Because vampire.
Because he's racist.
He's racist against demons. Although worked very well with Anya. But then she was a human.
Do you guys remember when Anya just loved money? Money. It was really great.
I don't know.
What would have been great is if Robin had killed Spike and he had become a vengeance demon.
Yes.
I mean, was it sneaky? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of get where he was coming from. That's all I'm saying.
This is, I think it was reprehensible, and Giles. I wish Giles was dead and wasn't just hiding his Watcher boner. I don't know, man. I'm really upset with him. I'm really upset by this. Like, you don't. He's being a helicopter watcher, even though he's not even a watcher anymore.
It's like she's a millennial.
Oh man.
I don't know. You know, Giles thought he was teaching Buffy a lesson, but she really taught him something.
God damn it. Are you trying to make me vomit? Because unfortunately, I have one of those garbage cans that has wire mesh.
Well, it's funny, like, like I could almost, like, at the very end, I could almost, in my little head canon, was Giles go, but that's not what I meant, but, and then she's like, oh, well, that's why I understood it,
God.
Whatever, he's alive for now. I'm sure he will help save the day, and they will profess their love for, or will they? Because now Willow's in Los Angeles. Does that mean Angel will be making it back to also help save the world?
I don't think so, but anyway. By the way, Steph is muted.
Yes. Sorry.
How? Buffy's on UPN.
Uh-huh.
And Angel's on WB.
Yes.
How did they manage a crossover?
I don't know.
Okay. I guess
Crafty
we'll wait
negotiation.
until 2025 Redemption Cast.
Mhm.
Haley, do you have an idea?
Crafty negotiations.
Crafty negotiations. It's pretty
Mhm.
awesome. Crafty negotiations are great.
I think it would. I don't know, but I think it would be much more of a stink if it was an actual Buffy who crossed over. Not to say that Willow's not an important character, but the name of the show is Buffy, and the name of the show is Angel. So if they crossed over into each other's shows, it would be a huge deal, I think.
If it was more of a How I Met Your Willow show, and then she crossed over, it would be a bigger deal. Yes. Yeah. I love this episode so much.
Wait.
Go ahead.
The crossovers were less and less important and it got to the point where Angel, they wouldn't even say Buffy. They would like insinuate.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. They weren't airing at the same time on the same day or anything, were they?
Oh Jesus, dog, shut up.
No, I think one was on a Monday and one was on a Tuesday or something like that.
All right. Well, still, it's like, whatever. Networks.
This was around the time where they moved the airing time of Angel 4 times in the season.
Hey, that's not a sign that they want to kill a show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are we missing stuff? Yeah. At the beginning, when we see Nikki fighting Spike, and who else was a little surprised that we saw little Robin Wood hiding behind the park bench?
Aww.
I was not expecting that at all. At all. I thought that was kind of weird. And then he knocks the garbage over.
And it saves his mom's life when he does that.
It does.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't care what year that would have been. I don't think any garbage can in a New York City park would ever be loose like that. But regardless, I'm being pedantic. Kim said she'd be right back. I'm going to read Ian's email. Ian writes, here we go, another cool episode building up to the end. Mainly a Spike flashback episode. Well, the second part of his origin story, really. I like seeing pre-vampire William again, and I definitely see similarities to this person and Andrew. Both use creative pursuits to put a veil between themselves and the world. Then after Drew sires him, William turns his... Drew's reaction to this plan is priceless. And her... turns his mother, Drew's reaction to this plan is priceless, and her actions as a vampire is what drove him to recreate himself as Spike. I also think it's worth noting that William's actions in the first few weeks as a vampire is as human as Angel was when he first got his soul. We also start the episode in New York, and we get to see more of Nikki and her words to young Robin, which are echoed by Buffy later. The mission is what matters. I really hope that isn't something Riley said a couple seasons ago, and that's where they got it from. But regardless, Ian continues, you have 3 adults here seeing in a new light the actions and words of their parents. Robin is more angry that his mother left him alone than anything else, but has been hiding that behind a desire for revenge. Now Giles and Buffy. Well, he left her so that she could grow up on her own, but here he is still trying to fill his old role, taking actions that he believes are in Buffy's best interest without consulting her. Buffy needs him as a friend now, not a watcher. She has grown beyond that. Will Giles or the others believe what she is saying now that she needs Spike here as a weapon to fight the battle? Nothing more? Oh, yes. Wood also has his own vampire kill room. Easy to clean, just run a Hoover round once when you're done, and hey, presto, you're ready for the next map. Thanks again, Ian. Yeah, that was a pretty creepy room, I must say.
It was super creepy. It reminded me, like, on, oh my god, like that crazy room in the beginning of the last season of The Walking Dead.
I'm so sorry, guys.
I'm sorry.
No worries, you're back. Everything's good.
With, like, the candles and stuff on the ground.
Yeah, I stopped watching Walking Dead after the first season.
Oh.
Because I'm okay with, like, a few episodes, but if you're going to try to convince me to watch, like, 20 episodes of zombies, go fuck yourself.
Well, they helped that by not putting zombies in the second season.
Hey! Maybe I'll take it out.
Until the very end when there are a ton of zombies.
Anybody have any points before we rate? Haley, do you have anything you want to mention? I don't know if I've actually let you speak.
The only other thing they have that's not really a quote is that it was really dumb to use such long chains on Spike.
That's a fine observation.
That's about it.
Cool. My chair is being very noisy today. All right. I think we're ready to rate this. Hey, I thought it was amazing. I thought it was fantastic.
Agreed.
This episode was amazing, fantastic. We got Drusilla. We have William the Bloody, poor poet. We have William the Mama's Boy Vamp. Oh my gosh. Any episode of any show that has a woman in whatever period times it is with a handkerchief stuffed halfway down her sleeve and then she's coughing into it, it really grosses me out. But it really...
I think
Why?
TV, I think there is no other way to die in this time period other than TV.
Than consumption.
Yes.
It really grosses me out, but I give it points for that because, you know, it's gross and it's the thing it is. Robin Wood's torture chamber and his special gloves and equipment he was putting on while Spike was watching him. Oh, man. That was awesome. And Buffy, what she says at the end to Principal Wood. I'm giving this episode 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 what? 10 out of 10. I killed your mamas.
Yeah, I think this is fantastic because it's been building this tension between Principal Wood and Spike, and we finally have the payoff. And now after this, we can see, now that Principal Wood has confronted this, revenge, where's he going to go from there? Yeah. And then Buffy, I mean, she has chosen Spike over Principal Wood. And, and what's going to be the fallout between her and Giles after this? Yeah, it's fantastic. I give it 10 out of 10 missions to work. I don't know.
I love this episode. I thought it was really good. I'm glad we had the conversation about Giles because I honestly didn't think it was a betrayal at all.
Interesting.
But talking it out, it's like, yeah, I can see that, but I don't agree. But I think it's a good debate, and this is a good episode to get into that. Anyways, I love Drusilla. She's probably one of my favorites of all time. Love her. I loved when the best part was when Dawn got hit in the face. I think that was fantastic. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I love the fight scene. It was so awesome. I'm gonna give this 9 out of 10 creepy, incestuous relationships.
Ew. Hey, that woman took it there.
She did.
She took it there.
I was just like, what's happening here? Ew.
Ew. If I had to hear the word, was it limp one more time?
When she said, "You want to be inside me again," is where I nearly. It's when I nearly vomited. I was like, "What?" Okay, sorry. I'll stop.
Gross. Ugh.
Follow that. Go ahead.
I cannot.
All right, thanks everyone. Until next time. Wait, no, Gabby, go.
Kennedy always brings it down. That's all I can say. Her existence. Yeah, I really, really, really love this episode, and I totally thought that Spike was going to kill Wood.
So did I.
And then when we came back from the
Me three.
commercial break, I'm like, oh shit. Really? This guy's still hanging around?
He's got a soul.
It just proves how wrong everybody was about Spike,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially that asshole Giles.
Oh. Yeah, so I really cannot wait to see what happens next. This was intense. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. And of course, we had Drew, and she's amazing and beautiful, and I love her.
Mm-hmm.
But far from perfect. Far from perfect. But better than the last one. So I am going to give this 8 out of 10 bloody handkerchiefs. That was awesome. It was so Moulin Rouge. Sorry. Oh, consumption. You're funny.
I just watched Moulin Rouge this week.
I
For a
love that
podcast.
movie so much.
I really like this episode, but I've always found Robin to just be completely lame and obnoxious and whiny in a Batman way, and not a good way. So he's what brings it down for me, even though he almost dies, which was great. So I give it 8 out of 10 folk ditties.
That's just
Folk
not your,
ditties.
Batman comic.
Nice.
Great folk ditty.
Love it.
English folk ditty.
Was that all of us?
I believe so. Does Stephanie go? Yeah, she gave it 10 out of 10.
Yes.
That's what we thought. You can tell us what you think by sending us an email at.
Redemption, just kidding. PotentialCast@gmail.com.
Call us, 270-40-BUFFY. Join the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/PotentialCast. I hope when you try and go there that it's not closed or partially temporarily deleted by Facebook. Zuckerberg! Also, @PotentialCast is our Twitter handle. You can go to PotentialCast.com and listen to every episode.
Do it.
Is it quote time?
Sure.
Who only has one quote?
Who has no quotes?
Me.
Who goes last? Haley, after you.
Oh, lark, grant a sign, if crooked be Cupid's shaft. Hark, the lark.
A lark.
It hath spake, Cecily it discharges, from twixt its wee beak.
Oh. This is a lark. I was like, even I know that's bad.
Kim?
Willow, there's a call for you. Some guy named Fred. Sounds pretty effeminate.
Steph?
Everything's terrible. Total catastrophe. Giles, what's wrong? Have you seen the new library? There's nothing but computers. There's not a book to be seen.
Oh, I forgot about that. That was awesome.
That was a cute scene.
Um,
Did they go on in the scene to talk about something else and he's still talking about the library?
Yeah.
Yes.
He offered to loan his personal library.
This particular quote, it didn't dawn on me how important it was until about 5 minutes ago. I've killed a lot of people's mothers. Because he killed his own mother, you guys.
Oh, God. Mother killer.
Twice.
Mother killer.
Gabby?
Yeah.
Okay. Spike's a liability, Buffy. He refuses to see it, and so do you. Angel left here because he realized how harmful your relationship was with him was. Spike, on the other hand, lacks such self-awareness. Or does he, Giles? I don't know. I'm commenting on my quote. Well, we'll see. Friggin' Angel. Ugh.
You want to run, don't you? Scamper off and cry at your new little trollop? Do you think you'll be able to love her?
Ugh.
Think you'll be able to touch her without feeling me?
Ugh.
All you ever wanted was to be back inside. You finally got your wish, didn't you? Sank your teeth into me in a turtle kiss. And the best Drusilla quote ever. Oh, such a pretty house you have, sweet William. It smells of daffodils and viscera. She crazy. That bitch is crazy, y'all.
And I love her.
Yeah. Fantastic. No one else?
Any apocalypse I avert without dying. Yeah, those are the easy ones.
That's true. Very true. Steph,
Yes.
what's on the plate for next time?
Next time, Dirty Girls.
Dirty Girls.
Ooh.
Also
I love that
known
episode
as
so much.
probably the episode where Illyrio finally gets to not be spoiled anymore.
Yay!
We shall see. We shall see.
We shall see.
Haley!
Yes.
And now is the time to plug and pimp out your stuff. Go.
Okay, everyone sit back for a second. If you like Marvel stuff, I have a podcast called Legends of S.H.I.E.L.D., where we talk about Marvel stuff. If you like DC stuff, I have a Flash podcast called Crimson Comet. If you like Doctor Who, I have a podcast called Gallifrey Public Radio. And if you like movies, I have a podcast called More Than Chick Flicks. And you can find... Yeah?
I think you've covered everybody.
That's most people, yeah.
Nope. When's your Game of Thrones podcast coming?
I already have friends that do one, so I'm not going to step on their toes.
Oh, that's really nice of you.
Yeah, I'm sweet that way. You can find all that stuff at gonnageek.com.
I'm sorry, you can say that again?
You can find all that stuff at gonnageek.com.
Can you spell that, please?
Gonna geek?
Gonna Geek. GONNAGEEK.com.
Gonna geek. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Great. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. We're almost done. We're almost done. How many episodes left?
8? 9?
No.
5?
7? 5?
That was
From now to
that
the
was
end is
7.
really
Hold
good.
on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 episodes.
5?
left.
Oh my god, you guys.
We gotta
Yes,
do
so
more
much
commentaries.
happens, y'all. So much. There's still so much to
I want
cover.
to tell everybody here, I will be doing a commentary for the next episode, guaranteed.
Okay,
Did
good.
you watch it already?
Nope, because I only do commentaries for things I haven't seen yet.
It's so
True.
good.
Hey man, it's called Dirty Girls, so hey, I'm gonna be ready. All right, everyone who's watching us on YouTube live or after the fact, thank you so much. We appreciate you paying attention to this ridiculousness. And until next time, goodbye.
Namaste.
Bye. Peace.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
All right.
Gotta go.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Bye, y'all. Bye.
Thanks. See you later.
Thank you.